I meant to make this video some time ago. It ties up a few kind of loose ends, but not really, but it's sort of an addendum for more information. And I also want to clarify a couple small things. So very quickly, just a little bit of maintenance, housework, house cleaning. First, Burl. That's the guy, Burl. And that's his channel. His name's Burl, I guess. And that's what he calls his channel. His channel's titled Burl, B-U-R-L. And I like this guy. I like him because he's straightforward, straight up, down to earth, real, genuine. There's nothing put on. There's no, sleight of hand. He's just a genuine human being, regular guy, making it in the world, just trying to get by, just like everybody else, and just trying to share some of that with people. So I like him, man. I like the guy. He has a small channel. You might want to stop by, show him a little love, man. Say, hey, Burl, man. He's a gorilla brother. So I like him. And that's where I saw, you might have seen me reference him before, but I couldn't pull his name out of the air at the time because I'm, beginning to become a little defective upstairs. But he is the fellow that had all the incidences and problems with kidney stones. And he voiced the opinion that the green apples, green Granny Smith apples, one a day, actually got him through that. And prior to that, he had tons and tons and tons of issues and problems and just completely reoccurring, just a chronic thing. So that's the first thing I want to say is Brother Burl, man. Who loves you, baby? I like him. I think he's a good dude, man. I like who I like. That's just things I see in people. Can't always elucidate it and put it into words and make it and create it tangible. It's just something you feel after so many years on the planet. And you actually, pick things up off of people. Just, I don't know. Anyway, I like him. Just go check him out. Show him some love. Other thing is, another fella. This little guy is, every time I say that, somebody's offended. Every time I say that. I know one time, Eric Wojo, I said something about, I don't know what in the hell it was even, but it was something about a smaller guy, or I don't know what the hell it was, right? But man, he was going to get my shit about that because it offended him. And of course, he knows by now, I didn't mean anything by that. I'm not saying that. I don't mean anything by that. Look. I don't mean anything by that. I used to be a very small, much smaller guy, and I mean much smaller. And if I still was that small, it wouldn't make me any less, I don't know, relevant or, I don't know, useful or, I don't know, wouldn't make me anything less than what I am today, except flesh and skin and stuff like that, right? I'm a little bit smaller, less that way, but and leaner too, actually, than I am today. But so it's not intended as a slight. It's not intended as a slight. There are smaller dogs, there are bigger dogs, there are medium-sized dogs, there are overweight dogs, there are underweight dogs. You know what I mean? Just like us. We ain't a whole hell of a lot better. Anyway, so this little fella's name is he's got I can't help it, man. I amuse myself. I know I'm foolish. I'm goofy. I can't fucking help it. You all should be so lucky. I enjoy just chilling and making myself laugh. This channel's called The Struggling Man. The Struggling Man, and I guess it's he talks about fitness and some other things, and he doesn't have a ton of views. And something about this little guy. I like him. I like something about him. But anyway, he made a rebuttal video to me about something I had recommended. Of all the things that I say that somebody could pick up on and say, I'm going to call bullshit or, disagree with me on, right? Like people do about milk, how it's poison and it's pus, but you still drink it, and all these other things. And that now all the vegan stuff that I eat now, all the plant matter that I take in, which is like more than half of everything I eat every day, is plant-based. And there's some meats don't touch, not on the menu for me anymore. I still eat chicken, I still eat eggs, not that much. And I still use like whey protein, really super clean whey protein supplements. And what else do I eat? Well, even the milk I'll cut way back on. It's Fairlife. It is super clean. Don't judge it by all other milks. If you're thinking about milk and it's pus and it's crap and it's this, okay, all right. Enough. You know how long milk's been around and people have been drinking milk? Please. That isn't what's killing people, okay? That's not what's killing people. There's so many things that are killing people in our environment today that we've caused. And milk is if milk were on that list, and it were really going to be a really, really honest list, it'd be so far down there that you ain't got time to get far enough down to find it. That's how far down there it would be, all right? So to each their own. But this guy, he picked up, I made a video saying that you should go get your blood work done regularly, and I don't even know exactly what I said, and I'm not going to go back and watch the boring ass shit so that I can figure out what I said, because some of my videos are boring. Sorry, like I'm telling you anything you don't already know. I know it. Anyway, he picks up on the point that he wants to disagree because he has a condition that he was born with, and he's got some kind of genetic medical thing going on, and so he feels he knows a little bit more about, medical issues than I do, which I wouldn't be so sure. You may know more about a particular ailment you have. I wouldn't go so far as the rest of it. There's a lot about me that's not really out here known, okay? Now that I don't really put out there because I'm not trying to promote myself as like all-seeing and all-knowing and some kind of really, right? Okay, but I have a little bit more credibility than I go and just list, right? Anyway, so he says about blood work every 6 months or something that he's going to disagree with. I don't know if I said every 6 months or whatever I said. If you're using anabolics, even TRT, until you get a really great handle on it, or you're an older guy, I would say you should get blood work at least once a year. I would say you should. And he talks about the first thing that's going to happen is doctor's going to see your cholesterol's high, and he's going to put you on some medicine. Whoa! So right there, he's not really rebutting me anymore, because now he's gone off on a tangent like I want to do, and like I have already done here a little bit. And he's gone off, he's off into the woods, he's off the path that I had laid there, right? He's off into the woods. So everything else he says after that, because the fatal derailment there comes in when he says he's going to put you on some cholesterol medication. I never told anybody to take cholesterol medication. I never told anybody not to take it. You make those decisions for yourself as an adult. You're responsible. Yeah, not me. Not me. I'm not going to pay for it. You'll pay for it if you make the wrong decision or reckless decision or whatever. You're responsible for those things to decide you want to take it. Me? I wouldn't take it. Sorry, but I'm going to tell you the truth, okay? This one time, I'm going to go ahead and stick my head out there. People probably try and chop it off, but I'm going to tell you a bunch of shit here real quick. Medicine and all this kind of shit, no. If I find something's going on with me, I don't go and turn to a pill or potion or something like that can be prescribed from the doctor that is made by some huge drug corporation and company, right, and FDA approved and all this jazz. No, I don't right away accept that and take it. I don't do that. What I do instead is I find out every friggin' little thing I can about what I'm dealing with, find out as much as I can, and then I make an intelligent, informed decision. I make a decision because I'm the one that's got to pay for that shit. I'm the one that pays for the decisions I make, and I own it. So I make my own decision. And no, I wouldn't take every little medication. Look, here's my feelings on it, okay? At my age today, you know how many medications I take every day? None. I don't take medications. Now, do I use TRT? Yes, I do. And you know why? Because I'm 54 years old. And this is a whole other video, so we're not going to get into this here and have a big argument about this disagreement, but men's testosterone levels are lower and lower and lower every decade. We're going down. We're going down like a flaming plane. We are in a crash dive, and we don't even recognize it, right? They are, whoever they are, or we are, what we've done with this world, what we've done with the environment, and what we continue to practice and do and employ every day is killing us. And it's killing all of us, but you know what? It's really emasculating. It's really killing off the men. we're heading away the dinosaur. And nobody gives two shits about that because we cause all the problems also. We bring a lot of good shit to the table. We cause all the problems too. Or most of them anyway. Okay? We commit the crimes. You know, we fill the prisons. We are generally more difficult to physically control if the need arises. You know, right? We're testosterone driven. We're just usually generally more aggressive than our female counterparts. So, and we're overpopulated, which many people in high places already think that's a problem. So they don't really, they're not losing anything if little by little we're becoming emasculated. If every generation we're having fewer and fewer, percentage-wise, or what you would consider, stereotypical men, right? We're cutting back on all that shit, then yeah, in the end we'll just be bitchy and all that. And you see this today, right? You're still going to have all that because you don't need testosterone for that. But the follow through, you need testosterone for that. You need the testosterone for the follow through, right? Anybody can talk a good game. You know what I'm saying? So all the problems that men have today, why do you think there's all this TRT? Why do you think, even before, like even the past 25 years or so, why do you think it's all over the place all of a sudden? Do you have low T? Why do you think this is such a big thing? Because it's an epidemic and it's real and people have low T. And why do you think what's considered average or normal is such a great deviant range? It's a wide range. So that way you can still say, well, you're within normal bounds. So, everybody's almost within okay, first off, they establish what's normal by taking a cross-section of people in the United States. That includes, in men in age groups. And that includes men that are sick, men that are ill, men that are on medications, men that have this going on, that going on. So those testosterone numbers, that's why it's so wide. And when they tell you the low end of that scale, that's already so low that's ridiculous. You were never that low as a young, healthy man. You were never that low when you were full swing. So today you get that low to tell you it's normal. Because they don't care. There's no to whoever, whoever really pushes the buttons and makes things happen. And we don't know who really that is. I guess these big family names or whoever it is. I don't know. But they don't have anything to lose. That testosterone slowly goes away and men become emasculated. Do you know there are fish? There are fish that are turning female. Males that are turning female. There are fish. There's a decline in the male fish population in freshwater tributaries and things in the United States. Google the shit. There's studies all over the place. Has been for some time. They don't even understand it, except that, it's come by way of toxins, and they come up with all these things. Maybe it's the birth control pills and women, urinating and flushing things down the toilets and, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's all kind of stuff. It's all kind of stuff, man. All these radio waves, all this RF shit. It's radiation. It's radiation. It's detectable radiation. It's going through your body 24/7. 24/7. These friggin' huge giant cell phone towers. How many of these towers do they need? Do you know how many there are? You would be very, very surprised. Take a guess at how many there are in like a 2-mile area here, in a rural place like this. It's a crazy, maddening amount. It's an insane amount. When I found out, I was like, what? Do you really think that these cell phone towers, that you need that many that close together? Think about that for a minute. Think about it. Just saying, look, I'm not saying it is or it isn't, or, it's some kind of fucking evil plan or not. I'm not saying any of that. Maybe it's just stupidity. I don't think so. But maybe it's just sheer stupidity on our part that we allow all this shit and we don't recognize that, hey, do you think maybe this shit's not really good for our health? All right, you're walking around basically with these smartphones, the way they come today, that's a little bomb in your pocket. That's what you're carrying around. Anyway, it's ridiculous. But point is, our hormone levels are down and men are becoming emasculated. I'm going to bet you that you give it another, I don't know, 2-3 generations, what a mess. You have a big mess. Big mess. You're going to have everybody wearing skirts. And I don't mean kilts. Everybody's going to be slipping on pantyhose. Even the men. So, it's just food for thought. So back to what this fellow was saying. What's his name? Yeah, struggling man. See, if the doctor prescribes me some medication and shit, I don't take it. I don't go for it. I don't go that route. I take it under advisement. And then I recognize there's a problem. If I see it in my blood work or urinalysis, or I see it, then yeah, okay, something's going on. Then I find out everything I can about it, and I find another way. Be it through exercise, change in diet, no matter how drastic, because I'm trying to live, I'll do it. If it's foods, something's lacking in my diet, if there are other foods I can eat. Let me tell you something. This ecosystem that we're part of, everything's provided. You know, yeah, it's kind of screwed up today. I ain't gonna sit here and try and tell you it's not, and people can disagree with me, you know, till the cows come in, and they can disagree with me all they want to. I know that it's true. I've been around long enough, and I'm not a fucking imbecile. I know it's true. So I'll do whatever, make whatever changes I have to in my diet and stuff, and pretty much most of that, I can control blood pressure, I can control blood sugar level, I can control cholesterol level, and cholesterol's a huge one. Cholesterol, the dementia and stuff we have today in this country, and you know, there's still people that'll argue that it's not on the rise. Well, statistically, really, it's not on. All right, back to statistics. You know, whatever. Statistics can say anything. Who came up with the statistics? Who funded that? What's, you know, are there special interest groups involved here? You know, who knows? Okay. So if you didn't go out and find out for yourself, then you're just still taking somebody else's word for it, another human being's word for it. All right? I don't even know what's on the other side of the moon, because we always only see one side of it. I don't know what's back there. They say there's all kind of shit back there. How the fuck do I know? How do they know? So I don't, you know, what's back there? What's on the other side of the moon? Are there moon bases? Are there pyramids back there? Are there little green men back there? Are we already up there living in some kind of dome and shit? Or is it just like this side? I don't know. I have no idea. I would guess it looks like this side. I don't know. Can't say for sure. Why? Haven't been there. Haven't seen the other side of the moon. Okay? So, 1,000 people can say one thing, 1,000 people can say another thing, 1,000 people can say a third thing, and it's all just, you know, under advisement. But really, it doesn't affect me. I don't really care what's back here right now, and I'm guessing it's just like this side I can see. Don't know. But factually, don't know for a fact. I haven't seen it. Are there sea monsters in the ocean somewhere? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So people argue and disagree and banter about things that you don't know. Maybe somebody knows somewhere, but we don't know. Average Joe, we don't know. We don't know nothing. But I do know that I'm trying to preserve my health. So as far as it comes along with taking care of your health and stuff, I do recommend, especially the older people, as you get older, and I consider myself older, yeah, you do make sure and stay on top of that shit, because stuff can come out of nowhere, seemingly, but it came from somewhere. Things can crop up and take you out. And take you out. So if you have an interest in trying to stay alive, yeah, man, you know, do your due diligence, and you're the one that'll own that. If somebody tells you you're wrong for it or whatever, okay, fine and well. If you're the one that's going to own it, you will own it. So, you know, how much weight you give anybody's advice in those regards, that's up to you, because you own that. It's just self-responsibility. But the medication stuff, no, because I've always felt that if I begin to start to take something, well, I got to take this to live now. And I'm sure there are cases where people do have to take certain things to live. I'm sure, I know it. It's not for me. I don't have to right now, okay? But if I were to make the concession and say, oh, I have blood pressure, well, rather than me bring it down through diet, me bring it down through exercise, right, cardio or something, I say, yeah, give me a pill then, so I can continue to do the shit that I've been doing that I now find out is detrimental. So I don't have to change, and just give me the pill to relieve me of self-responsibility. Now you're responsible for me in this drug company to keep me alive, thank you. Okay, so I take that pill, then what comes up? Oh, cholesterol's high now, you know, what are you going to do about that? well, I don't really want to change my diet because I can't resist eating certain things that are going to give me high cholesterol. So, yeah, just give me the pill for that too. Give me the pill for that because I do want to stay alive. So now, okay, I'm good to go. Now I can go back and pay attention to the rest of my life and all that stuff. I don't need to deal with that anymore. Put that away. That's settled. As long as I take my pills every day. I'm not putting down people to go that route, but me, I'm telling you, I don't do that. The reason why is because as old as I am today, if I begin to make concessions, then where will it stop? It'll lead to another concession, another concession, another concession. That's why anytime I've been told, well, you had a good run, but now you've damaged this so much that you can't do this activity anymore, or you are not going to be able to do that anymore, or you better not try this again, you're going to end up this or that. I don't listen. I take it under advisement. Then I decide. But I know that there's a certain amount of things I still must do. I still must do. I cannot let up. I cannot take my foot off the gas that much. Why? Because it's a concession. Why are you taking your foot off the gas? Just tired of it? No, I'm not really tired of it. I'm old, and my doctor tells me that I can't do this. No. That's a concession. Next thing, right around the corner, I'm going to be walking with a cane, and then I'm going to be walking with a walker, and then I'm not going to be able to get up anymore. So, if I'm ever going to get there, I'm going to get there kicking and screaming. I'm not going to willingly just go ahead and roll over like that. And it's the same with the test. It's the same with the test levels. Not going to willingly just roll over like that. All right? And let that reaper stick that dick of death in me. I'm not just going to do it. I'm not just going to do it. Other people, if you don't look at it that way, then you're not making a concession. Okay? It's all relevant to subjective perspective. All right? What you insist on your quality of life and how you derive that. If you get the quality of life that you desire through other means, then this isn't, I'm not telling you that the way that I live is the way you need to live. I'm not telling you that, or that you're less than me if you don't live the way I live. I'm not telling you that, right? Because I'm just an average dude, okay? But we all are individuals, and this is the way I do things. And this is why I don't talk about this a lot, because I'm not trying to exclude people. I'm not trying to push people away. I'm trying to be all-inclusive. I'm not trying to exclude people and put anything on them so they sit around thinking, well, he is able to do this, I should be able to. No. You do your thing, and I'll do mine. Like the Montgomery Gentry song, that kind of thing. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. Simple as that. And then we'll get together, you know, here and there and do something together or whatever and have a good time. But I'm not going to criticize you for doing your thing. So, free world, you're responsible for you, I'm responsible for me. But anyway, that's all there is to that. Burl, I like the guy, something about him I really like. And I think he needs to get a shaker cup. I think that'll make his life a little easier. If you watch any of his stuff, you know what I mean. You don't have a shaker cup. You gotta watch which ones you get though, Burl. Because you throw your money away and get certain ones. They ain't no damn good, they leak, the lid eventually wears out too soon, and they crack, and all kinds of shit. So you might want to just wait around until you see enough referrals to get one. And now a blender is a good investment always. Something that's sturdy and durable enough that you can like juice with. Man, that's worthwhile all day long. But I will tell you this about Burl. He's hardcore. There's no question. The concoctions he mixes up, he puts everything in there and takes with him to get those liquid calories in there. And he mixes, I don't know what that tastes like. Some of the things, the ingredients that he mixes, I don't have an inkling or a shadow of an idea of what that tastes like. But maybe it's awesome. I don't know. But I think that he doesn't really give a shit. I think that he just needs to get that down the hatch, and that's the easiest way for him to do it. And he's a very straightforward guy, so it's how he does it. Anyway, that's it, man. I got to get to the gym. You see, it's already like 10 minutes till 1 p.m. I haven't been to the gym yet, but I did go out and eat this morning with Val, so. All right. Sorry if my videos are so boring. I'm trying to spice things up. Maybe I'll throw some dance moves in there or some shit like that. I used to be quite the dancer back in the 70s. Maybe I'll, yeah. And then I'll really start losing subscribers, huh? Anyhow, you guys have an awesome day, man. Enjoy the sunshine, and I'll be back later on. I got a lot to do today.